Hello everyone, welcome back to Sacred Tarot by Nicole. I'm very excited to have you back here for another pick a card reading, which is where you see yourself a year from now. Now, if you're not familiar with pick a card readings, how this works is you choose the pile that you are most drawn to. So we have pile number 1, pile number 2, and pile number 3. Now, I've also placed crystals on top of the piles just in case you're more drawn to the crystals than you are the pile. All right, on pile number 1, we have hematite. Pile number 2, we have fluorite. And pile number 3, we have desert rose. Now, don't forget to look at the timestamp below, either in the description or the comments, to see what pile is being read at which time. I do recommend pausing the video for a few seconds or even up to a minute to really meditate on which pile is really speaking to you. I also do recommend in the comments down below, if you'd like to share your experience with the pick a card reading, I'd really like to hear from you. Also, if you want great pick a card readings and more pick a card readings, if you really enjoy the pick a card readings I put out, please subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on my weekly videos. All right, let's begin this pick a card reading to see where you will be a year from now. All right, everyone, pile number 1, to see where you will be a year from now. Okay, so right off the bat, you got all upright cards, which is really wonderful. Now, I do read reverse cards, but it doesn't always mean that it's something negative. It could be something that you're working on. But right now, I feel really good things for you a year from now. Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords represents communication, recovery from depression, intellectual way of thinking, maybe basing your decisions not so much on emotion anymore, but really looking at things with facts and logic. And the Page of Swords is there to really tell you that your communication is in a better place now. Maybe you weren't as good with communication in the past. It could also indicate maybe going back to school, maybe higher learning, maybe taking some courses, because the Page of Swords does indicate education and communication. So there could be something that you're wanting to learn too. It could indicate that you are maybe wanting to, take a course, take some kind of educational path, which is really great. You're learning, you're evolving, you're growing. And this just means that you have kind of tapped into the knowledge of understanding that we're always growing, we're always evolving, and it's really, really good to pay attention to what you really want to learn and evolve and grow, what direction you really want to go. So we have the Devil here, and we also have the Nine of Cups. Now, I always hate reading the Devil card because so many people don't want to identify with the Devil, and it's a really tough one to read, and I feel like the Devil comes up in a lot of my readings. So the devil represents our most kind of hidden wants and maybe desires that we don't really want other people to see, because it's kind of like you kind of feel guilty for it. So like there could be like obsession, jealousy, lust, lusting after someone that you think it might be inappropriate. So the Devil there's something going on there that maybe you're looking for financial gain in maybe the wrong places. But this is kind of conflicting because the Nine of Cups is all about like your wishes coming true. So dreaming up like your wishes and them actually coming true. The Devil is maybe they're saying that you are the type of person that usually follows the rules, and now you want to take a risk, which is okay to let the Devil in when it comes to that. So being that risk taker, and it could mean that you're going into like an education that's not traditional. It could be like a non-traditional education, and some people are kind of against it and maybe are questioning why you're going through with it. Well, it doesn't matter because it's your life. And the Nine of Cups showing up like that, I feel like your wishes are going to come true, and what you are manifesting right now, it's the right way forward. And especially with all your cards being upright. So the Devil it's not always necessarily a negative card. It just means to watch out for maybe some manipulation, or you're trying to manipulate your future or control it too much, and you need to realize that you got to let things come a little more naturally. But communication is key. Communicating your plans, putting it out into the universe, because wishes will come true for you as long as maybe you stay on a moral high ground with things. And it could be a situation where you're looking at it being like, oh, is this the right way? Like, should I do this? And it is, but making sure that you're not going to hurt anybody. Now, the Nine of Cups here could also signify some kind of love situation that you are in, and a year from now, I feel like there could be possibility of your wishes coming true with that person. Say you want like a deeper connection or more of commitment from them. Well, it's what you put out into the universe right now. So the wishes you're creating is what is going to happen to you. So a year from now. The Devil there, I think, is just being careful of maybe some past habits that you've had, or maybe looking within and making sure that you're healthy enough to go into this relationship, to be into a committed relationship. So the Devil is just there to remind you that there is sometimes ugly sides of people, and it's okay, and but it's very good to be aware of them and to maybe heal some, patterns of behavior before going forward into, a commitment or a relationship, because it's not fair to the other person if they don't know that you have had maybe traumatic events happen to you. So wishful thinking, this is a really, really nice card. So having your wishes and your desires coming true. So a year from now, I see really good things. But I also want to draw a couple more cards from my Work Your Light Oracle deck, just to really tie the reading together. So Inner Temple. Devotion, tune into your portal of your heart. Oh, I like that. So I feel like this reading touches a little bit about the heart and maybe a possibility of a relationship or like a commitment in the future. I feel like your wishes will come true with this. Like it's really there. But also focusing on what you want to do. So if you're thinking about going back to school, or you want some higher education, higher learning, making sure that you're focusing on you. Don't lose yourself in a relationship. Make sure that your inner self, you're connecting with your higher power, your higher self. So concentrating on what you really want, your inner temple. And that's where the Devil can maybe come in kind of a negative way, that maybe in the past you've thrown yourself into relationships so much that you've lost yourself. Well, this is a time to be a little more mature about the relationship that you're entering or that you want to enter, because it is time to make sure that you are okay and you love yourself before you outward love. I'm going to choose one more card here. The Priestess. How are you being called to step up and lead? And I think this is really saying lead your own life. So step up and lead your own life, because this is, and how are you going to do it? How are you going to be called? And I really believe that there's some kind of education and maybe even in communication, or some kind of communication, maybe even a job, like a new job that you're thinking about doing or that you're thinking of pursuing. Something in communication, and it could be anything for being a business leader. So because this saying is something about leading, so opening a business, starting a business, something where you use communication, public speaking, some kind of public speaking job. And like the throat chakra is really coming to mind right now, and it like energies here from spirit are coming, so messages from spirit are coming about the throat chakra and using your voice. So, and it could be singing too, you could be a very musical person, or it could even be something like starting a YouTube channel. So it is something, but also the Devil, don't sell yourself too short. Don't get so caught up in the things that don't really matter. So the Devil is there to remind you to stay grounded, and all your dreams and all your wishes will come true. And a year from now, I feel like you're going to be in a very, very different place. All right, thank you. That is pile number 1. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe to this channel so you can get more pick a card readings. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, pile number 2, to see where you will be a year from now. Okay, right off the bat, I want to start by introducing the cards. So we have the 10 of Wands, the Page of Cups, and those are both upright, and the 4 of Cups reversed. Now, what I'm getting from this is, I feel like, well, with the 10 of Wands, you're going through a bit of a heavy burden. Like you're carrying something right now that's really not working for you, and something that you're really trying to get over. Like you're trying to get to that mountaintop and get over it. It's like if almost you are at the point right now where it's like almost too much to handle. And I'm like getting kind of a message that it's family based. There could be some struggles at home. It could be in the workplace as well, because you could think about your work family as your family. I want to though mention that the Page of Cups is actually a cup of like overcoming like obstacles. So a new adventure, optimistic, being able to manifest like what you really want. And the Four of Cups reverse. Now, I do read reverse cards, and sometimes they have a negative indication or means the opposite of what it would be upright, or something you're working on. Well, this card is the opposite of what it is upright. So what I'm getting from this card is that you've overcome something, or you're going to overcome it a year from now. So there is a heavy burden and something that you're dealing with right now. And it could have been like a job loss. It could have been or it could be a job loss coming up, or like a relationship like ending. There could be something going on that you feel like, or you're just stagnant. Like there's maybe not a lot of opportunities right now for you. That is happening in the world, where there is a lot of people that have lost their jobs, and it's hard for people to find jobs, or it's just not the jobs that they are going to like or they're going to be happy in. But the Four of Cups is like, there's an obstacle that you're going to overcome, and new possibilities. There's new possibilities. So Four of Cups upright would indicate like doubt, hesitation, can't move forward because there's too much hesitation, too much doubt. But here, because it's reverse, it's a really good card in reverse. It's like new opportunities. Now, Page of Cups can also indicate, so cups signify love and emotions. That's your emotions and your feelings. Now, Page of Cups could indicate there's someone in your life, maybe a younger lover, or someone that is exciting, or lives on the edge of their seat and is a risk taker, someone that you're interested in. Now, if you're already in a relationship, I feel like this person could be someone that you are attracted to and is not the current person that you're with right now. Now, be careful, because this person could be a slippery fish. It could be someone that you want to trust, that would take care of you or be secure. It's almost like I'm getting that you could be in a relationship that is very secure, very safe. And there's a person out there that you think about sometimes, because they could represent someone that is a little more adventurous, or a little more like exciting, I guess you could say. Not saying that the person you're with is not exciting, but there's just something about this person. But it's also the unknown about this person, or what ifs. Now, Page of Cups, I just want you to watch out for this, because this also represents a person that might not be the committal type. They may have a fear of commitment, or just not want it. And there's people out there like that. And that's just to be careful, because I feel like you, with these cards coming up, you have deep emotions. And with the Ten of Wands, there could be some kind of hurdle that you're trying to get over, or like there's a burden, it's weighing heavy on your shoulders. And the wands represent you kind of like fighting it off and wanting to move forward, to look and get rid of this burden, get rid of this. Now, I do want to draw a couple more cards to really tie this reading up. Because, yeah, what I'm getting here is there's some kind of love affair maybe that you've been thinking about, or that is on your mind, and I don't know, I don't recommend it. But also it could indicate someone that you're just really attracted to, because they just have more, like, a lot of life in them. There's a lot of life, and that's good. Like, but if just watch out for the non-committal types. If this person is not like that, like they don't have that fear of commitment. My light wasn't on. Now it's on. So if they have that fear of commitment, or I feel like there is just new opportunities here. So a year from now, that person might be more interested, but take your time with it. Take your time. And Ten of Wands, if you feel burdened by this in any way, it's just telling you not to. Just take your time with it. You don't have to rush it. You don't have to rush it, because a year from now, I think a lot different, and they're going to be a lot more clear for you. So I want to draw 2 more cards here to really tie up the reading. So leap. You go first, the universe will catch you. Oh, I really like that. So, you know, take that leap with this person, or take that leap with maybe some kind of job offer or something that's going to happen a year from now that is going to make a lot of sense. I feel like you may be in feeling a heavy burden by it right now because you're like, you don't know if it's going to be the right way forward. And I'm really feeling that you got to take that leap of faith, take that risk. If it's pertaining to a relationship situation right now, I feel like you might not be in the happiest current relationship, and there might be some excitement that you're seeking, some exciting, you know, different way of looking at things, and you know, exploring different people, different ideas. You could be really young too. I feel like that you might be a very young person, or you have this like enthusiasm about life that you need someone to match you, and you might not be happy in the current relationship that you're in right now. Or if you are happy, then it's just like maybe finding some exciting things that you guys can do together to really keep the spark alive, keep that spark alive. And there's new opportunities here. So the Four of Cups, there's new opportunities. There's things happening here in the universe. So you're already doing it. Stop overthinking, keep facing your true north. So there is something that you're doing that is working for you right now. You may feel a bit of burden by it, you know, and then it could be like a little overwhelming, but the Four of Cups, the new opportunities, the new way forward, there is something that has been opened up for you, and you have found this way, you're discovering this way of your true calling. Maybe it's a job opportunity that you like. I think it's talking about two things here. There could be a relationship and there could be a job situation here too. And the job, what I'm seeing is that it's something that is maybe emotionally stimulating for you, like using your feelings, using your emotion. It could be therapy, it could be some kind of like first aid work even, or some kind of work where you feel like you're helping people heal. You're doing it because you've already done it. You've already maybe done this with your friends, like you're a healer. This also can indicate using your emotions within like communication, any kind of like marketing, or you know, you're probably really good at being able to relate to people, being able to relate to how people think. So in some kind of position of like public relations or marketing, you're really good at putting yourself in other people's shoes. So you're already doing it. You already got it. So your confidence is getting there, but I feel like there's something holding you back, that hurdle that you need to get over. And a year from now, I feel like that new opportunity, that doubt and hesitation that you may have felt, you know, reversed Four Cups is new opportunities. You turn that card around so that it's actually a very positive card. All right, thank you. That is pile number 2. Now, if you like this reading, so give me a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel for more awesome pick a card readings. Thank you. Hello, everyone. All right, pile number 3 to see where you will be a year from now. All right, I want to start by introducing the cards. So we have the Chariot upright, 7 of Pentacles upright, and the 9 of Wands upright. So I want to start with the Chariot. So the Chariot is all about willpower, self-control, feeling very confident and feeling like you know the way forward. So I feel like there's something that maybe has popped up for you recently that you know the way forward. A year from now, you're going to feel very confident again in that position. I feel like there's some kind of work position too, because the Pentacles do show up here. So the Pentacles is like, 7 Pentacles is like reaping the rewards of your you know, hard work, but moving forward now, but you're at a crossroads and kind of trying to figure out where to go from here. So this could indicate a new job, and it could indicate that you're confident that you can, you know, go into maybe a new position, or even like there could be a promotion at work, a new position that you're offered more money, or there could be a job that pops up that there could be more money involved here. And the 9 of Wands is all about ready, prepared for the next step. So you're prepared, you're ready, you're ready for action. Like it's like it could be like some of the tarot cards I've seen before have the wounded soldier as in the picture, and here you don't see any wounded soldier, but the Nine of Wands does indicate like you've already been kind of wounded, you've already been taken down, and you've built a lot of strength from being down. So you've built a lot of strength, you're ready to move up in the world, you're ready to move forward and do really good things for yourself. So the Seven of Pentacles, this is a very financially successful card. I love seeing the Seven of Pentacles because now you can reap the rewards of the efforts that you've put in to your work. And the Chariot here is, so this is like heavily about career and work and where you're going. So a year from now, if you've decided to maybe even start a new business, this is the right way forward. Like you're doing the right thing. And the job that you've picked, or the job that you're maybe thinking of, like what direction you're trying to go into. And it could indicate you might be going back to school and you've chosen a good career, like the right career. And it's going to bring you a lot of abundance, a lot of success. Like you have chosen something that you're ready for. You're ready, and you're ready for the hard work. You're ready for, you know, any kind of battles that you have to fight. You have the strength, you have the drive, you have the ambition. You're a very ambitious person. So I feel like there's a lot of ambition coming over me here. There's just, it's like overwhelming almost. Like, you know, you're going to do really good. You have the willpower, you have the drive. The Chariot is a very, very strong character here in the tarot. When this card pops up, I feel like a very powerful, very strong person, and people look up to you. People admire you. People admire your willpower, admire your strength, and admire the fact that you can get anything done, whatever you put your mind to. Now, a couple things that are really coming up for me here is financial advisor, like some kind of financial leader, advisor, even like with homes. There could be some kind of like building of homes. You're ready to put in that hard work. You're ready to put in that dedication to like learn even like plumbing, electrical, everything you can think of to help, like drywalling, taping, all of that stuff to build a home. There you have the finances. This could also indicate the fact that you were maybe given like some money for a project. So for a project to grow more money, to grow, like, or you've put some investments, so you've been really smart with your investments. And if you feel like your investments aren't doing really well right now, well, a year from now, it's going to be a lot different. So just hold on to any kind of investments. Now, I'm not a financial advisor myself, so please, you know, legal disclaimer here. I am not giving financial advice. I'm not giving legal advice right now, but this card popping up, it's meaning that there is overflow of finance, abundance, and some kind of message coming here that there could be money coming to you in the future. So a year from now. Now I want to draw 2 more cards from my Work Your Light deck here. So my oracle cards to really tie up this reading. That's the card. So get grounded. Highly sensitive empaths and connect with nature. Now, what I was getting from this reading was that you're a pretty intellectual, logical person. What I get with this card is that you have highly intuitive thoughts. You are very in tune with everything around you, with nature. You're empathic, but you are also one of those people that is very logical, intellect, like you use your intellect. And not saying that people that are emotional aren't intellectual. There's different levels of intellect. There's different ways of being intelligent, you know, emotionally intelligent, intelligent with numbers, intelligent with math. I feel like you got both. Like you got both of those sides. You're good with people, but you're also good with numbers. You're also good book smart, but you're also street smart. So, you know, some people only have one or the other. And I feel like you have both. And to get grounded and to understand this about you, about your introverted and extroverted traits, and really, really nurture those. So connect with nature. So that's a really good one. Good thing to point out is when you're going for walks, look up, look at the trees, look at the sky, look at the moon, connect with that. You know, the moon cycles are really important, and they're really important for people that sensitive or empathic. And you might be like, I'm not a sensitive person, but you're sensitive in a different way. You're not the one crying every day. There is also sensitivity in the fact that you feel things. You can empathize with people. You can be emotional and sensitive without being the crier in the corner all the time. So this means that you're highly intuitive. And if you do have this intuition feeling, you have this way of manifesting great things for yourself. So keep on doing what you're doing, because a year from now, I think your empire is just going to grow that much more. Even if you already have an empire, that's amazing, because it's just going to grow from there. If you don't, if you're starting out from nothing, you are manifesting the right way. And right now, it is very important to get grounded. And you can see on that photo there of someone meditating. This is very important right now. This is a very important message for you to be meditating right now on what you really want. What you're putting into the universe right now is very powerful. I do actually want to mention too that there is, a connection there with their higher power. There's a light going through the middle of the body. This is also something that you can look up into, is Kundalini. Spiritual awakenings. Now that is using the chakra system. I am still educating myself about the Kundalini awakening, so I will have a video maybe later about it, but this is something to look into about how to tap into the Kundalini spiritual awakenings. It's a really, really fascinating thing, and I think you are at that point right now where you're searching for a little more answers spiritually, because you have that already, that feeling of being abundant, successful. You know how to manifest that way. Even if you're not at that point in your life, you know how to manifest it. You know that those are the first steps to get to that point of having that overcoming feeling of being abundant and successful, is that you have to picture yourself in that state and in that form. Okay, I'm going to draw the next card. So Starseed, what lights you up? What lights you up? And I think that with this message here, the Starseed, with what is lighting you up and what kind of powers, and you can see this lady. It's not always a lady. We're very gender neutral here. She's looking out into the ocean, and she's looking at, it looks like Jupiter on there, or Saturn maybe. Yeah, Jupiter and Saturn. So she's looking at the stars. So connecting with nature, like I was saying, looking up at the moon, looking up at the stars, looking up, at nighttime, connecting yourself with nature, and also like the trees, like having those conversations with nature and appreciating nature, and, connecting on a deeper level. I think you're really searching for that spirituality right now, because you've mastered a lot of things in your life, and you've mastered situations where you're the confident person, your willpower, like you identify with the Chariot so much that now you're looking for those connections with your emotions and your sensitivity and your empathic ways, and looking at ways of nurturing. And I feel like that's such a good way to nurture, is to connect with nature. Nature is so important for our growing, our evolving. We're always growing, we're always evolving, and nature is always around, and appreciating it, and appreciating that we have the trees, we have just appreciating, having a deeper understanding of what we have around us. So with this reading, I feel like you are going in great directions a year from now. You are going to be just that much stronger and that much more spiritually awoke, and you are headed into an amazing, amazing direction. And if you're starting a business, or you're starting in a new position at work, I feel like the career is headed, like you're taking off. You are taking off, and there's great things coming for you. And making sure you're manifesting, meditating, because the universe is like at your fingertips right now. All right, and that is pile number 3. Thank you so much for following, and if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up or subscribe to this channel for more great pick a card readings. Thank you.